we just start with the march, nice and easy. If you want to play music on your end, go ahead. Just make sure you can hear me. Or you can just follow along visually. Also, I don't play music so that you can hear me as best as I can offer. But if you can't hear me, then you can't hear when I'm going to cue you for the next exercise. But as long as you can see me and follow along and you're a couple seconds behind, that's fine, because we do circuit style, so we do many rounds of a certain amount of moves. It's usually around 20-minute workout, 5-minute warm up, 5-minute cool down. So if you're in your chair, you can march in your chair. If you can't move your legs for whatever reason, just swing your arms. That's pretty much what you can do the whole workout. If you're in your chair, just do the arm moves, that's it. And if we are only doing a leg move, then just do an arm move. It's because you're pretty limited, but you can just either do arms this way in the chair, arms this way. You can alternate, you can go overhead. Just keep your arms moving. I am going to use weights. Dumbbells, these are little 2.5-pound plates. That's all I have right now, and that's fine. You can use weights or you don't have to use weights at all. You can use soup cans or detergent jugs, dumbbells if you got them. Sometimes you can use an exercise band depending on the move. I don't have one to demonstrate, unfortunately. Okay, start bringing your arms up a little bit higher. And I do turn to the side so you can see my form, but you don't have to turn like I turn. Slow down a little bit. Also, you don't have to match the tempo that I go at, which means how fast or slow I'm going. You can go at your own tempo, and you don't have to stop when I stop, because I have to take my own rest. So you take your rest when you need, and I'll take my rest when I need. Grab water whenever you need. Okay, step inside to side, arms out to the side and in. Keep the belly button sucked in. I don't want you out like this. I just want a nice neutral spine. So if you're in your chair, you can just step out to the side like this. Maybe I'll angle this a little bit better. There. Okay, kick your heels to the back. So your feet are coming up behind you, and arms up and down, and up and down. So if you're in your chair, you can lift your heels up behind you, arms up and down, or just arms, like I mentioned, or keep your march. We're just warming up right now, just trying to get the joints lubricated and the muscles warm, the blood flowing. Kicks to the front, opposite arm, opposite leg. Same in your chair, or just the arms. We won't be lunging today, but we will be doing some squats. So you can squat bodyweight squats. You can squat to your box, which I will show you. Box means chair, means bench, means couch, whatever you got handy to squat on. Okay, bodyweight squats. Feet are about hip, shoulder width apart, somewhere in there. Toes slightly turned out, just a little bit. Lower down, nice and easy. I think I need to adjust this a little bit lower. Do about 4 or 5 of these. Yeah, a little yoga block in the way. If you can't get low, so your thighs are parallel to the ground, sit on your chair and stand up. Sit all the way down and stand up. Or if you can't stand up and down, just do some arms. Or if you can move your legs, but you just can't squat up and down, then just do some leg kicks. Okay, push-ups. Down on the ground, if you can do the hard version on your toes if you want here. Easier version, just drop your knees. Or you can do them on an incline on your toes, this way. Or you can do an incline on your knees this way. So do about 4 or 5 of those. The higher you raise your torso on the incline, the easier the push-up gets. You can also do them against a wall, this way. That's the easiest version. Okay, back up. Few more squats. Or use your chair. If you are in your chair for this workout and you can't do the push-ups, just do a chest press this way. Squeeze your muscles. Okay, back down for a few more push-ups. For your push-ups, I want your hands to be about under your shoulders and your elbows coming in at a 45-degree angle. I don't want them way out here. Too much pressure on your shoulders. A lot of people have weak shoulders or they have injured shoulders. So same with you in your chair, chest pressing this way, not out here. Keep those shoulders down. Okay, gonna start the workout in a few seconds here. Just setting my timer, grab a quick drink of water. And we are gonna get started in 5 seconds with, guess what? Push-ups. So pick your poison with your push-up if you're using your incline. Down on the ground. Do as many as you can until you have to take a break. Take a break and rest, and then join back in the circuit wherever I am, whenever you are ready again. So if you're doing an incline, you can do this way. If you're in your chair, you're just doing your chest press this way and squeezing your muscles. If you have an exercise band, you could wrap it around your back and hold the ends in your hands and push this way. 25 seconds left. I'm already moving this mat. I need to get an exercise mat. 15 seconds left. And then we're gonna stand up and do it, or sorry, we're gonna flip over and do a chest press crunch. 10 seconds left. 5, 2 seconds. Okay, grab your dumbbells if you're using them, lay down. We're doing a crunch and a chest press at the same time. Just a regular ab crunch. Keep your low back on the ground. You don't have to use weights. You can drop them and just do this and squeeze your chest muscles. That's your move. If you're doing in your chair, you can just keep doing the chest press, or you can kind of lean back and forwards and get your abs going if it's not too much. 20 seconds left, and then we're going to stand up for a dumbbell row. Show you from this angle. So you're just lifting your shoulders off the ground. 4 seconds left. Okay, standing up, 2-arm dumbbell row, standing. So you're bent over, 45-degree angle with the back, hands down to the sides, pulling the elbows tight to your torso. Suck your belly button in, keep that low back protected. Pulling your elbows back behind you. Looking down on the ground, a couple feet ahead of you. Neutral spine. Squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings and your quads to engage your lower body to support your low back and your upper body. If you don't have weights, or if you're in your chair, you can just do them this way. If you have an exercise band, you're standing on the band and holding the band, the ends in your hands and pulling. And this is your anchor on the floor. 10 seconds left. And then we're gonna go to a squat shoulder press combo. 5 seconds. 2, okay. Dumbbells on your shoulders, squatting at the bottom, and then at the top, pressing overhead. Squatting at the bottom, and then pressing dumbbells overhead. I keep a neutral grip, which means my palms are facing each other. It's a little bit easier on my shoulders instead of having them out here to the side. If you have strong, healthy shoulders and you want to go wide, you can go wide. If you're in your chair, you can just do the shoulder press, or you can also use your chair for your, oopsies, for your squat. Sometimes I get mixed up when I'm trying to talk and work out at the same time. All these combo moves. Or you can, the lower your box, the harder your squat's gonna be. So if you need to make it a bit harder, choose a lower surface to sit on. 4 seconds left. And we're gonna go to a squat jump. Okay, drop your weights. If you can leave the ground, we're gonna do some squat jumps. So squatting and jumping at the top. If you cannot leave the ground, low impact, don't leave the ground, just squat. Or use your box. You can also use your box and jump. Now, if you're in your chair and you can move your legs, just do a march or kicks or switch it up, whatever you feel like. If you can't move your legs, just do an arm move. Just keep doing upper arm moves, side. 20 seconds left. Sorry. Up the cardio version of the workout here. 10 seconds. 5 seconds, and we're gonna go back to the top for the push-up. 2 seconds. Okay, push-ups, however you're doing your push-ups. You do the knees on the floor and incline to make it easier. Or you can do a higher incline on your toes. Or if you're in your chair like before, you're pushing forward. You can also use an exercise band around your back for this. 30 seconds left. Suck the belly button in. Hands under your shoulders, elbows coming in at a 45-degree angle. 15 seconds left. We're gonna flip over and do our chest press crunch combo. Two seconds. Grab your weights if you're using them, flipping over, chest press, crunch. Just lifting your shoulders off the ground, low back stays down, crunching up and pushing your dumbbells overhead, or not using any dumbbells at all. If you're sitting in your chair, just do the chest press. And if you want to engage your abs a little, you can lean forward and back just a little bit if your low back can handle it. 25 seconds left. Show you this angle. Five seconds left. Then we're going to stand up for our row. 2 seconds. Okay, come on up. Bent over row again. 2-arm dumbbell row. 45-degree angle with the back. You're just slightly bent over. Or you can do this in your chair with weights or without weights, or with an exercise band around your feet. If you have real light weights like me and you want to make it harder, slow down and really squeeze. Squeeze your back muscles. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes. $18 seconds left, and we're going to go to our squat shoulder press after this. Suck the belly button in. 8 seconds left. 3 seconds. Okay, squat shoulder press. Squatting down, dumbbell shoulder press overhead. Press overhead. Use your box if you need to. Or if you're just in your chair, just do the overhead presses with or without weights. You could do this with an exercise band under your feet again, depending on how heavy the tension is. It has to be pretty light to be able to get it under your feet and overhead. 25 seconds left. Remember, anytime you can do this with no weight. 15 seconds left. 5 seconds. 2 seconds. All right, squat jump. Drop your weights. If you can do the high impact plyometrics, jumping. If not, just take the jump out and just squat. Use your box if you need. Or use your box and jump if you feel like it. "30 seconds left. This is the long one, it feels like. Whew. 15 seconds left. See, I can do about 5 or 6 reps and then I have to take a little break of a few seconds. 5 seconds left and we're gonna go back to the top. Last round for that combo. 2 seconds, all right, back down for push-ups, last round. Whatever version you're doing, on the floor or on an incline or on a higher incline or seated in your chair doing a chest press. "30 seconds left. Halfway there for our last push-up round. Or like I mentioned before, you could have an exercise band around your back, holding hands, pushing out this way to create some tension. 10 seconds left, and we're gonna flip over for our chest press crunch. 5 seconds. 2. Okay, grab your weights if you're using them. Flipping over onto our backs. Crunch, chest press. You can not use weights, or you can have an exercise band, laying on an exercise band on your back with the ends in your hands, creating tension that way. Or if you're in your chair, you're just doing your chest press again. If you want to engage your abs, you can lean back a little and then forward. Only if you have a good low back though. 20 seconds left. And then we're going to stand up for our row. Ten seconds. 5. Okay, come on up, dumbbell row. Dumbbell in each hand, slightly bent over, 45-degree angle with the back, holding your elbows tight to your body. Squeeze the lats, your back muscles. Or if you're doing this in your chair, you're just bent over this way. And you don't need weights for this. You can just do the movement this way. All of my workouts are like that. You can always just do them with no weights by just squeezing your muscles. Slow down to make it harder. Suck in the belly button. 15 seconds left. Eight seconds, and we're gonna go to our squat shoulder press after this. Last round, 2 seconds. Okay, dumbbells up on your shoulders, squatting down, shoulder press. Squatting down, shoulder press. Or use your box. Or don't use weight at all. Or use an exercise band under your feet. Or just press overhead if you are just stuck in your chair. Or do some leg moves if you can. 12 seconds left, and we're gonna move to our squat jump. Get these last ones out, 5 seconds left. 2 seconds. Okay, last round of squat jumps. If you can, do the high impact version, plyometrics, or jumping and leaving the ground. If you can't, just do your squat then, and stay on the ground. Use your box if you need, or use your box and jump. Halfway there, 30 seconds left for this last bit. If you're in your chair, you can move your legs, push them out or to the side, or march. Try to get that heart rate up if you can. Ten seconds left. And then we're gonna move back down for some abs after this. 3 seconds. Okay, down on the ground for bicycles. The classic move, elbows up to the side, alternating, twisting, left arm, elbow to right knee, opposite, and back and forth. You can also, if that's too hard, just do the legs, or just keep a crunch. But do the bicycles if you can. If you're in your chair, you can do them this way. Don't bend over too much though at the neck. Try to bring your knees up, keeping your chest up as much as you can. We don't want to put any pressure on unnecessary by bending over, rounding on the low back. 20 seconds left. So if you can't do the leg moves sitting in the chair, just do the elbows, twisting side to side. You can even do this just sitting on the ground. 2 seconds left. Now take it to a regular crunch. So just crunching, lifting the shoulders off the ground. Looking at the ceiling, kind of 45-degree angle. Keep that low back on the ground. If you're in your chair, you can support yourself from behind and just do your abs this way, leaning back, sitting up, leaning back, sitting up. Or you can keep doing your twists. 25 seconds left. And then after this, we're gonna stay down and do some knee-ins. Suck that belly button in even though you're doing these abs on the ground. Make sure, oh, I switched to bicycles. Sorry, crunches. Doesn't matter. We're doing all abs these 4 minutes. Okay, switching to knee-ins. So if you can, with your hands and feet up, you're doing this. That's the hard version. Easier version, support your self with your arms behind you on the ground and just bring your knees in. Or if you're in your chair, you can lean back and bring your knees up. If you can, it's pretty hard. I would just say maybe just do one by one, just kind of do a march. And if you can, if your back is okay, you can lean back and forth, supporting your weight in your hands behind you. 25 seconds left. Same thing here. If you just do one instead of both, that makes it a bit easier. If 2 is too hard, just do 1. You don't even have to move your torso. You could just, it's a little bit hip flexors too, but it's also abs. 10 seconds left. Excuse me. You're in the way. 5 seconds. Okay, last minute, we're gonna do bicycles again. Down on the ground, bicycles. So you're going left arm, left elbow to right knee, and then right elbow to left knee. Stretching out the opposite leg. So as your right elbow comes in, your right leg is going out. If you are on your chair, you can be doing this. You don't have to bend over. You can just twist side to side. 28 seconds left. If that's too easy, but that bicycle is too hard, you could just do this again and twisting by supporting yourself. You can even do lift up one arm at a time. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. This is my personal trainer here. He watches my form. Make sure I'm doing it okay. That's it, we're done. Okay, join me for some stretching. I'm just gonna set my timer here. So if your heart rate still feels really elevated, you feel really out of breath, just keep moving your legs, walk around until it comes down a little. I'm gonna start stretching. You can join me when you're ready, but you can also stretch your upper body with me and move your legs around too until your heart rate comes down. Bring one arm across the chest, using the other hand to push the arm towards you, stretching the shoulders and into the back. Switch arms. Hands behind the back, clasp your hands together if you can, belly button in, ribs down, lift your hands behind you, stretching into the front of the shoulder and the chest, a bit into the biceps and the forearms. I flip my hands out a little to get a little bit deeper. You don't have to do that, but if you can, feel free. Arms out to the side, fingertips pointing towards the ceiling, push the hands away from you. Keep lifting your fingertips to the ceiling, shoulders down, slightly move your hands behind you if you can, just barely, like an inch or so, belly button sucked in. Feeling the stretch in the biceps, the top of the arm here, and the forearms. One hand overhead, oops, I'm out of frame here. Bending the elbow, other hand behind your back. Use this arm to pull the elbow towards you. Stretching the tricep and the back of the arm, belly button in, ribs down. Keep your torso straight, upright, neutral spine. You're not arching your back and you're not rounding your back. Switch arms if you haven't yet. I switched arms there. Okay, quad stretch, standing. Hang on to something for balance if you need. Bring one foot behind you, keeping your knees together, pulling that heel. It's workout time. Towards your butt in the back, stretching the front of the thigh, the quad. Switch legs. You got lamb chops there? Don't, no jumping. We'll play after this, don't worry. Not yet though. Okay. Oh, put his ball on my foot. Okay, switch stance, split stance. We'll stretch the hamstrings off. Thank you. Bending one leg, putting your weight on that, your torso weight on that bent thigh, and then stretching this straightened leg in the back. Keep a soft bend in this knee. Bring your chest gently towards the ground. You should feel the stretch deeper in the back. Gently roll up, switch legs. And also think about sinking deeper with your butt down and your towards the back wall behind you. You feel the stretch more that way. Hey, don't break lamb chop. Okay, stretch your calves. If you have something to put your foot up against, the ball of your foot against the wall, something that doesn't move, bring your body towards that immovable object, and you feel the stretch in your calves and the back of your low leg. Excuse me. Or you can hang your foot off of a step or something if you can. If there's one handy, switch legs. waiting so patiently. Okay. Thank you for joining me. We are done.